very good matches, and once again our players are ready for a new match between RevzCards and TGS Anime.
We have the UK matchup, and one of them's playing heroes.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. A hero lives
Here
on turn
it
1.
comes, and this is the deck you were really looking forward, right? I know you're a big fan of heroes. I know it.
Okay.
And
well,
now,
I'm glad to see Stratos regardless.
Yeah,
Elemental
yeah.
Hero Stratos, of course, just searching whenever he's special summoned to get any kind of hero that you want.
yeah.
Destiny Hero, Vision Hero. Yeah, it's all super fun
But
until
there's the
Infinite Impermanence comes
There's
out.
the impermanence. What I'm thinking is that if the Hero Lives was activated to summon off the Stratos, maybe I think this was the right spot to activate the impermanence. Still, let's see now TGS Anime if it is, you know, satisfied enough with this place.
I think Vision Hero increase is a decent compromise, because now you can just go link off.
Yeah.
Extra hero? No, Verte. Okay,
this
Predaplant
is
Verte
going
Anaconda now coming out,
spicy.
allowing you access to any fusion or polymerization spell.
Exactly.
And basically, by having access to the spell, you have access to any monster.
Exactly. I mean, this might be super powerful. Let's see if RevzCard doesn't have the Ash Blossom, which means that the Denier plus the Malicious we already
Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer.
And this is very good stuff from TGS Anime, because basically, although the Infinite Impermanence was activated on the Stratos, and although it is basically left with 2,000 life points, this field is super impressive.
Very difficult to deal with.
Exactly. I mean, the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer is there. Now, we have RevzCards playing Tri-Brigade. Once again, Tri-Brigade is a super powerful link-based deck, I would say, because basically you make a lot of link summons in this deck. And also, what I really like is that some branded cards are splashed once again in this deck. We talked about this earlier. Basically, the branded engine, we have seen how powerful it is, and also how our players decided to play not only branded cards, but as we saw with Lithium, with the Diviner of Herald, mixing up different engines together. Now, the Cold by the Grave is activating on the Nerval. This might be impactful because basically he cannot resolve the Keras on the field. And this is tough now.
It's a very difficult situation for RevzCards to be in, of course, but the branded fusion is about as decent enough of an answer as you can hope for.
Yeah, but he has the Ash Blossom. He has the Ash Blossom.
I mean, you can't be too upset because we had Stratos get impermed.
Exactly,
So.
exactly. I mean, we said it already. He could have, you know, had the Ash Blossom on the line alongside with the Infinite Impermanence, but I mean, Impermanence on one side, Ash Blossom on the other. Now it's back to TGS Anime because now the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer activates itself.
Yeah. And then comes back.
And comes back. And I think this is what the deck really does at its best, basically. It has very multiple lineups.
Exactly, and it's that multiple kind of options that the hero deck truly flourishes with, because as we mentioned, the Infinite Impermanence came out, shut down the Elemental Hero Stratos, and for a lot of decks, having that initial kind of combo piece just locked out would result in you being thrown off for the rest of the turn, but already a really, really formidable field coming out from the side of TGS Anime. Banishing the Malicious to summon another Destiny Hero Malicious from his deck.
This is very good stuff from him. I mean, I really like the lineup he decided to go with. Activating a Hero Lives as his first card, so forcing his opponent to activate the Infinite Impermanence, and then, otherwise, you know, the Anaconda would have been negated by Impermanence. That being said, now he can basically take the Denier and bringing back the Mali to the deck. And so basically now here he might be considering another Link Summon, because when the Malicious goes to the graveyard it will then be able to activate once again, but he has the Mass Change.
Okay, so you go Mass Change, Dark Attribute, Destiny Hero Malicious, so you go into Masked Hero Dark Claw.
There it is.
And of course, Masked Hero Dark Claw, you can banish when a card is drawn outside of the draw phase. Really, really, really great answer. Okay, my favorite hypothetical play is just to chain that to a Max C activation, but this also feels pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Especially because, like, I think in this kind of matchup, having Dark Claw on the field against a deck that relies on the graveyard, such as the Tri-Brigade, because basically your monsters activate when they're on the field, but you really need to banish monsters from the graveyard, and with Dark Claw being on the field, basically you
don't have a graveyard.
Exactly, you don't have it. So, battle phase from TGS Anime, and very, very good stuff from him. And we can see that RevzCards is left with one card in his hand, and 1,500
life points to his name.
Exactly. And as we previously mentioned, TGS Anime activated their hero lives and then the Anaconda, being left with 2,000 life points, but still the plan is paying off, because at this moment he has to destroy Phoenix Enforcer alongside with the Dark Claw and also another set card. Will RevzCards will be able to come back into this game? We will soon find out. There's the Dark Claw on the field being super annoying. Will he find an answer?
Time will tell as he does get his draw for the turn. What can he do? Branded Fusion again. Last time, of course, that did get Ash Blossomed.
Yeah.
This time, not quite as unfortunate, so will get a successful Fusion Summon off, you have to imagine. But,
yeah.
Is it just going to get Destiny Hero Destroy Phoenix Enforced?
Exactly. I mean, we can tell that TGS Anime is taking his time, is considering it. If Branded Fusion will resolve, still Dark Claw is on the field. So, the Branded Fusion resolves. He gets banished, 2 cards to, special summon the Braggy. I think in this situation, yeah, you can activate it.
Despite all of the branded fusion that we've seen today, this is our first time actually seeing this fusion monster come out of the extra deck for any of these players. Can you give me a little bit of the reasoning behind why this card was most appropriate for this situation?
So in this specific situation, I think the Braggy here, it's powerful because we got also the chance to see the Branded Sword being activated from the graveyard, and now with the Fallen of Alvas being on the field, now, but there's the impermanence. Okay, this was the last interruption that TGS Anime had on his field.
And it's the only one he'll need.
This is super powerful, because basically, if RevzCards had a strategy, this might have been shut up by the infinite impermanence. Now, battle phase, it will attack over the Anaconda, sure, but there's the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer taking care of this. I think this was very well played by TGS Anime, because overall, I mean, after the Mass Change Do being activated, the Dark Claw is really paying off, because with the Branded Fusion all the cards have been banished.
Yeah.
And now RevzCards is only left with Fallen of Albas on the field, of course, dealing 600 damage on the Malicious. And now with the Fallen of Albas being left alone on the field, we will soon see this game being sealed.
Yeah, no cards in hand. Fallen of Albaz just kind of sat there.
Yeah.
TGS Anime taking game 1 in a really convincing manner, you have to imagine here.
Very well played by TGS Anime. We have to give credit to him. Now, last attack to seal game 1, very well played by him.
Yeah, always really happy to see the Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer come out, honestly. Let's see. Okay. Foolish Burial.
This is very good, because basically by going first, he gets to send the... okay, he gets the Hero Ferris. Okay, but there's the Maxi as well. This is super good, because basically with the Shadow Mist being sent to the graveyard, there he would have had another extender with the Ferris. But now, Maxi, he has Called by the Grave.
Okay.
Wow. he has the Cold by the Grave, and you can tell RevzCards is laughing at it because Maxi is super powerful against hero deck, especially in this situation. Because as we saw in game 1, it is a deck that basically put up the Stratos and then the Anaconda.
5 special summons in a turn
A
easily.
lot of special summons, and the Maxi was there, but Cold by the Grave says no.
Nope. We now have Vision Hero Faris getting tributed off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I think we will soon see some other combos that the hero deck has. And this is what we said before, right? I mean, the deck has so many different options that can start things off with, you know, very different names. And I think it's super fun to play with. And then here the Vian gets his effect activated. With the Maxi, we would be seeing another game for sure. Maybe TGS Anime.
So we got rid of the Destiny Hero Malicious
Yeah.
to the graveyard.
Yeah.
We have Vision Hero Faris being banished from the graveyard as well.
Yeah. And here he gets the polymerization.
And TGS at this point must be very, very grateful that he was able to call by the grave that Maxi,
Exactly.
because I foresee a great deal of special summonings in his near future.
Yeah. And here he will be going most likely for what we saw in game 1 for the
Predator Anaconda.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ooh.
Well,
We thought he was going for the Anaconda, but instead he decided
Extra
not to.
Hero Cross Crusader.
Yeah.
Talk
It-
to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really curious to seeing what his lineup will be, because like usually you really want to go for the Anaconda in turn 1.
So tell me a bit, why are we going for the Extra Hero Cross Crusader?
So I think it's worth mentioning that he has the Destiny Hero Malicious in the graveyard. So with that being said, he's able to bring back another one, as we just saw. And with the Cross Crusader being on the field, he might be able to overextend this place. But the thing is that now he's getting the Stratus, of course. But if RevzCards might have hold, for example, an Infinite Impermanence, an Ash Blossom, an Effect Failure, something like that, this might have prevented, you know, RevzCards to do this. Of course, it's a little bit risky. Still, looks like it's paying off, because now he will be able to activate the Malicious from the graveyard. And that being said, still, might be seeing, you know, anyways, the Predaplan Verta Anaconda being summoned.
Yeah. We have the polymerization being activated here. Destiny Hero Malicious, of course, being on the field. We have Destiny Hero Denier coming from the hand. This has to be Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Forcer again in this match.
Wow. I think this is paying off. On one hand, it might have been a little risky, because of course, you know, cards such as Infinite Permanence or Effect Veiler, Ash Blossom on the Crusader being activated might have hurt a lot. But if RevzCard doesn't have any other interruption, we might be seeing a very, very powerful turn 1 by TGS Anime. And what I really like to say is that he is showcasing us how powerful the hero deck is, because he is super confident with the deck, he knows his combo, and what I really like is that once again he was able to summon the Destroy Phoenix and force it turn 1, and also with the Wonder Driver right here.
Tell me a bit more about Extra Hero Wonder Driver, because this is our first time seeing it all tournament.
Yeah, this is not something that we usually see quite often. This is not one of the, you know, let's say standard lineup you go for, but as we've just saw, basically once you summon a monster under it, basically you got the polymerization that was in the graveyard and you set it back. This is super powerful, because what this means is that for the turn after, you have a follow-up play. And with that being said, also he has one card in his hand that we don't know. He might be holding something, and also the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer.
So I guess it kind of future-proofs against anything that RevzCards does on his turn. You have that backup polymerization, or you could just use it now.
As he's doing right now, exactly. He's now going for it. He's just saying, I mean, I might be taking my chances, and now he goes for the Hero Sunrise. Exactly. He can add one Miracle Fusion.
Another fusion summon to come, you have to anticipate.
And guys, imagine if that Maxi would have resolved.
Do you get Absolute Zero here? Elemental Hero Absolute Zero? Or what do you grab with this Miracle Fusion? Do you hold it? Is that the insurance policy? Is that the the future-proofing for whatever RevzCards
You think this is
does on
insurance,
this
right? He might consider to hold it. Exactly. I think this makes sense. Because on one hand, I think this field is impressive. Turn one, you have the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer on the field. You might be holding an Infinite Impermanence, because this is a card that we don't know. And also, you have a follow-up play with the Miracle Fusion. This is something that I like. Basically, he said, I want to trade in my Polymerization for a Miracle Fusion, because just in case my opponent will be able to clear my field. Something that might happen, because the Tri-Brigade has a lot of things going on. I have the Miracle Fusion.
It is a little unfortunate that, of course, the Miracle Fusion does lock you into Elemental Hero Fusion monsters specifically, so it doesn't allow you to opt into the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, but most of these decks only run one Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer anyway, so it's not like you're getting another one from your extra deck. That being said, we do see the Rescue Cat come out. Not quite a Rescue Rabbit, but Rescue Cat is still very cute, very cool.
Our rabbit is watching here.
Is Darklaw going to make another appearance?
Yeah. And here must change. There's the Maxi, but of course it will not be as impactful as it would have been the turn before, because now, let's say it will be just, you know, a 1-for-1. It will get a fresh card out of his deck. I think it makes sense if you really want to dig into something, but the Darklaw, I think, is the card to go for 100%.
Masked Hero Darklaw, of course, banishing when a card is drawn. Really fantastic effect there and really difficult to deal with. Revs draws one, and then has to get rid of one.
Exactly.
Really unfortunate there.
Wow, and RevzCards also had the Branded Fusion. And once again, if this Branded Fusion resolved, as we mentioned earlier, the Darklaw is there, so everything will be banished, and this, I mean, is a very big deal in this kind of matchup. RevzCards, of course, must not be happy with this, and also, I have to say, TGS Anime, very well played. I mean, he showcased us how the deck can do, and once again, I think, he's going for the Brigand, because what you really can afford to at the moment is losing resources. At the Darklaw, that's what he does at his best. It basically, you know, you keep losing resources turn after another, and here you see he enters battle phase and goes into Memphis 2 because there's not a real answer to this situation, and also all the elemental heroes on the field, you know, as we can see, have, you know, more attack, but TGS Anime is not done yet. The Destroy Phoenix Enforcer being activated in the end phase to get rid of the crossout designator, just in case. And now he will be back after he draws. Could he consider to activate the Miracle Fusion and put some more pressure to his opponent?
And what would you get with that Miracle Fusion? Is that now the time for Elemental Hero Absolute Zero?
So in this specific situation, if he really wants to push enough, the answer would be yes, because having a quick calculation,
that is 5,700 plus 2,900. A lot.
This should be enough, right?
Yeah.
That's enough. Wow.
More than enough, actually. 3 monsters would have been enough.
And this game will soon be sealed by TGS Anime. That I have to say, he played incredibly well. He showcased us how powerful the hero deck is. And honestly, I would be super scared playing against this deck because of all the different cards that he has in his deck. Last attack to seal this game. And TGS Anime wins 2-0 against RevzCards. Very, very well played.
And that is exactly the kind of start to a tournament that you want if you're TGS Anime. A convincing 2-0 win there. Really, really well played by him. RevzCards, though, look, he's pretty happy. He got to play the Tri-Brigade. He had, not the greatest.
And the winner of
first
that
game,
Group D round is TGS Anime. Congratulations, Sam. Make your way over to this interview area. We'll come and have a quick chat, and we'll see what's been going on in that duel, because that was quite an interesting UK off. So you come over here, mate. Grab yourself a microphone, stand on one of these little marks, and let's have a chat. First off, congrats. How do you feel?
I feel good. There was 2 big mistakes I made in both games. I was like, in the first game, I was like, oh, there's game there. After I'd already ended my turn, I was like, oh no. I thought I'd threw it all away, but that's a tough first turn. Once I had that board set up, won the coin flip both times. Very confident with that. So, yeah.
It was a slightly unfortunate sort of thing for RevzCards there, but you managed to do that back-to-back in 2 games, even if you felt that you didn't have that.
Well, I can't remember what happened in the first game now. I think I got impermed or something, but it stopped my play straight away. But luckily, we had something else we could carry on.
It was pretty much that, because so you started off and you sort of had to really reduce your life points down to get Enforcer out.
That was at 2,000, I think.
You were. Then, so you managed to get him down to 1,500, and then that all ended up going to you. Yeah. There were a couple of moments where you called by the grave, the max C and things. So you just seem to have everything you need.
Unfortunately, I did. Called by the grave, crossout designator, Ash Blossom, I think, in one as well. So it's just lucky hand, really. We're playing heroes, so it's teamwork, isn't it? My
Absolutely.
deck's all about teamwork, and the teamwork came to us. It was all good.
It absolutely did work out for you with that teamwork. So hopefully those heroes will carry you on through the rest of this tournament. So
hopefully.
Congrats again.
Thank you, Ed.
Hopefully the rest of your group will all go well. But we will end up seeing. We still have one more duel, apparently, before we're going over to a little bit of a break over here. So stick around, because I think we've got another one coming very, very soon. And we probably have another game that's still going on right now for you guys to watch. There's always content here. Take it away, guys.